video I'm going to be doing a drugstore versus high-end dupe video. I've never done a video like this before talking about high-end makeup, but I thought I would do one because I always do drugstore, even though I am including drugstore, but I thought I would show you high-end versions of certain things. It's also a collab video with the amazing looking florist. I'm completely obsessed with his channel. I'm really close friends with him and I just love him so much, so make sure you go and check his video out. I'm pretty sure it's going to be amazing. So I hope you enjoyed the video and let's get started. So I'm going to show you high-end versions of the product first and then show you drugstore dupes. So my first product is this, and this is the Benefit Professional Primer. This is a very popular primer in the high-end makeup variety, and this is the one that a lot of people choose, and I can definitely agree why. It is just amazing. It's so good. It is £25, but obviously it's Benefit, so you can't really expect it to be too cheap. But Benefit have created a really good primer here. It definitely does keep my makeup on all day, but I do find that it slightly cakes up my makeup after a while, unless I put quite a bit on, so I do need quite a bit of product to actually make it work. My drugstore version of this is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So comparing this to the Professional is a nude primer, and this is see-through because it's silicone based. I think that one is silicone based as well, but this one is like a transparent solution, and it's only £8, so it is about £15 cheaper, which is obviously a lot cheaper because you could buy like 3 for the price of one Professional. And to be honest, I do prefer this. I think it's a lot better primer. It keeps my makeup staying more like nice all day. It doesn't cake up as much, and overall I just think this is a better one. For foundation, I do have a couple of high-end foundations, but I have more drugstore. So my first high-end foundation is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So mine is in NC 15. This is SPF 15 as well, so that's really good. And it does normally come with a pump, but I took my pump off so I could keep the lid on it because I don't want it to dry out or anything. So this is about £22, but with the pump it's about 25. And this is a very good foundation, but MAC do test on animals. I know a lot of brands test on animals, but it does slightly put me off using it. However, I don't think it's a too bad foundation. It does cake up after a while, but maybe that's just my skin, I'm not too sure. But overall I do kind of like it. My drugstore version of that is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. So this is got SPF 17, so slightly higher, and mine is in True Ivory, and I think this is a better skin match for me than the MAC one because it's a bit more lighter toned. So this is a really good foundation. It's more better coverage, and to be honest I prefer this over the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So for £15 cheaper I think you can get a better foundation. For powder, I don't actually own any high-end powders because I'm obsessed with this drugstore one. So this is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and this is the powder I will live for forever, so this is better than any high-end powder because I've never tried any. For blusher, my high-end blusher has definitely got to be the MAC blushes. So this one is in Dolly Mix, and Lily got me this one in our swap box. I've actually used it so much now. It doesn't look like it on camera, but I genuinely have. I've used so much of this, and they're about £18 to buy, I think. So quite expensive, but you do get a lot of product, and obviously you can refill it as well. So I think it's actually a really good price for this blush. I definitely recommend these, and they do some really gorgeous shades. My drugstore dupe of this has to be the NYX Rose Garden blush. They are both kind of dark pink with undertone shimmers, and this one has definitely got to be more pigmented. You do get more product in the MAC one, and as you can see the MAC one is slightly more darker, but I really do prefer this one. I think I know I've preferred every drugstore item so far, but it's because I think that drugstore do some really good dupes, and I definitely recommend this for £6. For bronzer and highlighter, my high-end version would have to be the Naked Flushed because this was one of the first like high-end bronzer and highlighters that I got, and I think it's really stunning. The highlighter is my favourite, and obviously it comes with a blush as well. So mine is in the original, so I think it's called the Naked Flushed Original, I'm not too sure, but this is £22.50 to buy, and I think the pan is actually seriously deep with product. So for £22.50 I definitely prefer this. I prefer it over the Sleek Contour Kit because this is £6.50, but the pan isn't as deep and I don't think it's as pigmented. I think I definitely prefer the Naked Flushed because this bronzer, I find it is a good colour match for me, but I don't know, I think the highlighter is quite whitish and I prefer a kind of pinky toned shimmery highlighter, so I think I would definitely prefer the Naked Flush. Moving on to eyes, so I don't actually have any high-end eyeshadow pencils, but for this one I'm just going to show the more expensive eyeshadow pencils that I have. So these are the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. So I have 3 of these. I have Strawberry Milk, Black Bean and Milk, and I have been obsessed with these for so long. They are very sturdy to put on your eyes. They are £6 to buy, and I just think these are a lot better than the Collection Work the Colour eye pencils. So the problem I have with these are the nibs break off, and obviously you can't twist them off, you have to sharpen them. So it's very, very annoying, and the lid actually came off this one, so it's all smushed. So I definitely do think I prefer the NYX ones. Even though you could get 2 of these for the price of 1 of these, I still prefer the NYX one. For eyeshadow palette, obviously I'm going to have to show my Naked 3 because there are some really good dupes of this. So my Naked 3 palette is just stunning. It's my favourite palette ever. My favourite colours are Dust, Buzz and Factory. It's so pigmented, comes with a double-ended brush. Obviously it's £36, but this is definitely my holy grail palette. My dupe for this is the MUA Asylum palette. So the funny thing is that my favourite 3 colours from the Naked 3 palette are actually the 3 chosen like shiny ones in this palette. So in here for £6 you get 10 colours, a kohl eyeliner and a kohl highlighter, but I have to say I think I prefer the Naked 3 because I think they're much more pigmented and I prefer the packaging, and I don't know, I think I just prefer the Naked 3 for this. For mascara, my high-end mascara is actually cheaper than my drugstore mascara because it's a mini, and this is the Benefit Roller Lash. I think in every single video I've done recently I've spoke about this, and it's honestly because it's amazing. It is just the best mascara. I have it on today, it just curls my lashes so much, and I just cannot believe how amazing this is. Honestly, oh my god, it's just the best mascara, and this was only £4 from Elle magazine. The dupe for this has to be the Bourjois Volume 1 Second Mascara. So the Roller Lash actually came out after this, so it's not really a dupe, this is just a good drugstore mascara. But there's not much I would say about this compared to the Roller Lash because the Roller Lash is cheaper and I think it's a lot better. Finally, for my lip products, I have a YSL lipstick for my high-end one. So these glide on so easy. I actually have this on today. They just glide on so easy and they're so soft, and you get so much product in it as well. Like for £25 you get a lot of product, and obviously it's very expensive, but the packaging is very designer and beautiful and it's such good quality. My dupes for these would have to be the Revlon Lacquer Balms. I speak about these a lot as well because they're my favourite. I have it in Whimsical, Provocative and Demure, and these are my favourite. They're very much similar to YSL lipsticks and they're a lot cheaper, so I definitely recommend these. For brushes, I would definitely recommend the Real Technique. So this isn't all of my Real Technique, surprisingly. I just grabbed a handful. But these are still pretty expensive for drugstore brushes, I have to admit. Like, I think the blusher brush is about £10 to buy. So obviously that's pretty expensive. But I think these are amazing. I have nearly all of them, I think, as you can probably see. But I would definitely collect the rest of the collection of them because I have called them my holy grail blush forever. Finally, my high-end version of my brushes are the Sigma brushes. Oh, and I just dropped one. So recently, Sigma sent me some makeup and some brushes to try out, and these are the brushes that they sent me, and I'm in love with them. So they sent me the 3D HD Kabuki brush, the E55 eye shading brush, and the E65 small angle brush. So these two are pink, and this is a huge, huge Kabuki brush, which I don't actually own, so I'm really happy about that. And I think the quality on these is outstanding. I would definitely recommend the Sigma brushes over Real Techniques. I'm going to link them down below, so if you want to go and check that out, the link's going to be there. That's the end of my drugstore versus high-end makeup video. I hope you have enjoyed this. Thumbs it up if you did, and I'll see you soon. Bye!